All right, welcome in everyone to UFO Unlimited. Thank you for being here. This is a special episode because I'm going to actually talk about one of my UFO encounters. Mostly the channel now is going to be interviews with ufologists and authors and people with experiences, but today we're going to talk about mine. And why I want to do this is I posted a picture of this UFO I saw on Facebook, and a lot of people were like, yeah, that's really cool, and I had a lot of people kind of saying like, oh, typical grainy old UFO photo and all this stuff. So some doubters, and I get it. I'm with you. You can't just believe anything you see. So what I've done is I've put together a little video of how I captured that picture, and I'm going to show that to you in just a second. But first I want to kind of set it up. So I had seen a UFO March 17th of 2010, and that was the one that changed my life. That was a flying saucer during the day that cloaked from the top down and disappeared right in front of my eyes about 40 to 50 feet away. Like I could have hit it with a rock. So that's what got me into the UFO field. I did have other experiences before that, but nothing as extraordinary as that, at least not to my knowledge at the time. I would later find out I have had other experiences, but at that time I was staying up. It was late. It was the weekend. It was about 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. I remember because I was playing the PlayStation and I was totally into whatever game I was playing, and I kept saying to myself, God, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. So I did, probably closer to 3 in the morning. And as was customary for me to do every night before I went to bed, was my bed was right next to the window, but I'd always have the shades pulled. So but every night since I saw the UFO in 2010 March 17th, I would peek out my window for a few seconds, few minutes, whatever the case. Every night was different. Sometimes I would just take a quick peek because I was tired and just hit the bed. Other times I'd sit there just looking to see if I could see a UFO, or I'm an insomniac, so sleeping wasn't really easy for me. So a lot of times I would just lay there and I could see out my window if I laid backwards in the bed. So I would do that sometimes. But this one night I went upstairs late, around 3 in the morning, and I peeked out the window as I always did before I went to bed. And to my surprise, there was like an amber orange colored orb, and it was really maybe about 20 feet above the rooftops, basically, the houses. And it was coming right at me as I'm standing, well, kind of kneeling on my bed looking out the window. And it's really low and it's not big at all. It's maybe about 3 feet in diameter. So very strange, like too small to be like a legitimate like UFO, right? But I'm watching it and I'm knowing what I'm seeing is a UFO because I've seen them now. This would be my third time. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, it's literally flying right over. It's going to fly right over my house, right over my bedroom, practically. So knowing that I could not get a picture of it, because basically I watched it until it was just about over my roof where I couldn't really see it. So I grabbed that iPhone that I'm about to show you the video, and I ran outside. So I had to run. My bedroom was in the back of the house. I had to come out of the bedroom, down the stairs, which were 2-level stairs, and then go out the front door before I could even think about taking a picture of this thing. That tells you something that low, flying that slowly, could not have been a plane, helicopter. We didn't have drones back then that I can think of, but no drone I've ever seen, at least from the consumer market, has ever looked like anything just like a ball of light. They don't sell those, and we don't make them as far as I know. So anyways, I ran outside, and with my iPhone 2G, I believe, I was able to capture some pictures. So I made you wait long enough. Here you go. Here's what I got. It's not gonna blow you away, but it's gonna prove that I did see it and it was there. And I did send this to Linda Moten Howe, who did get in contact with me pretty much immediately after. I just sent her a screenshot, and she wanted to talk to me about it, but she never actually followed up. So, but anyways, here's the video, and after that, stay right here because we'll talk some more. All right, everyone, best I can here. This is off my old iPhone. This is the UFO up there. You can see the street below it around this level right here. And there's the UFO. That was one of the first pictures I think I took of it. This was the next one. I think I tried to zoom in a little bit, maybe. And this phone is so jacked up. So here's the next one. Again, my hand was moving, so it wasn't a clear shot. This one is just, I think it's another picture. I took as many as I could. The thing was moving pretty slow. Here's another one. Again, you know, my hand was shaking. It wasn't focusing. Here's another shot of the originals. You can see it's a little bright, and I'm gonna get the close-up one here. This is an ultra close-up of what I was able to do back with technology about 10 years ago. And I don't know, you can't really see. It's just really it looks like there may be a shape attached to the orb, but you can't see it any other way. It is, and all I really did for the picture that I put online, everyone, is just zoom in like this and then take a picture with the phone I'm holding in my hand, because, and I just did like that because there's no way for me to email anything off of this. So as you saw, the server thing kicking up. So that's that part of it. All right, so there you go. There's really no way to fake that. I have no reason to fake that. It's, you know, like I said, it wouldn't blow you away, but you could definitely tell there was something there, and it wasn't a plane. You know, for everyone listening to this story, you have no reason to believe me, and I understand if you want to be skeptical. I'm always skeptical at first, anytime I see a UFO video. It's kind of weird though, isn't it? If the object's far away and it's really grainy and you can't really see it, everyone's like, yeah, that's real. That's a UFO. But if you get a picture of a close-up UFO that looks like, you know, CGI or something, people are just going to think it's CGI. So you can't win nowadays. Photograph, video will never be proof of anything because it can always be faked. So until they literally land on the White House lawn, as everyone says, we'll have no proof. And the government will never come out and tell us the whole story. I think they've given us pretty much all they're going to give us with the Tic Tac and the Nimitz. The Navy admitting it now, which is why I feel more comfortable putting myself out there. I have changed my last name to protect the privacy of my family, but Scott Russell, UFO Unlimited, we have a great guest coming up. I'm going to interview him tomorrow, so the video will be up around 3 to 4 p.m. Neil Nixon is going to be on the show. He's got a book called UFOs, Aliens, and the Battle for the Truth, and we're going to be talking about that. So hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell, be well, and I will see you soon on UFO Unlimited. Scott Russell signing out. Peace. Scott Russell, UFO Unlimited. We have a great guest coming up. I'm going to interview him tomorrow, so the video will be up around 3 to 4 p.m. Neil Nixon is going to be on the show. He's got a book called UFOs, Aliens, and the Battle for the Truth, and we're going to be talking about that. So hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell, be well, and I will see you soon on UFO Unlimited. Scott Russell signing out. Peace.